Is he still...
He's out. No response.
Right. Whenever JT and Neil are together, there's always trouble.
Garrett, this isn't the time for that.
Yesterday you were missing. Today, Neil was almost blown to bits by some explosion. What are you going to do next, genius? Blow up the town?
Just lay off, Garrett. Mr. Atwater.
How are you doing, JT?
Yeah, I'm fine. But Neil,
Stop. Saved his life. Thanks. I'm glad to see all of you here.
Can we do anything for Neil?
I know.
Mr. Atwater.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, no change. I have put through a conference call to the neurologist, Dr. Verhoeven in Switzerland.
Wilhelm, when will you be available to speak?
Any minute. He's clearing time for you.
Should I call in other specialists?
Well, actually, the trauma-induced coma is what concerns us the most. Everything else your son has incurred is relatively minor.
The burns?
First degree only. Considering the force of that blast, we would have expected rather severe burns, but not in your son's case.
He was in the middle of it?
Something must have shielded him from the heat of the blast. Is he all right?
Completely normal.
That was Mama. She's still at the hospital with Miss Atwater. Neil's still the same.
Well, can you come with us? Are you free on bail?
No. Mama told Bridget, the new housekeeper, to lock the door when you guys leave.
I can't believe your mother actually locks you up, Countessa. How perfectly medieval.
I know. I mean, she's never done it before.
You never looked quite like that before.
If Billy leaves and I never get to see him...
I know. He can stand in the garden and shout, Mila, Mila, let down your golden hair.
Right, you know, go ahead and laugh. You're the reason I'm here.
Me?
I trusted you to come up with a great plan.
And I did.
It didn't work.
My plan worked. You didn't.
I did everything you told me to do.
You know what you did? You pulled a real Nancy. Excuse me? Do you remember when we bought Spice? We hid him in your room. My parents weren't supposed to know I got a new horse. And they wouldn't have. But you had to go and jump over your bed. I couldn't resist. There you were. I spent hours working on every detail. Nobody would have recognized you. All you had to do was just remember two things. Keep your mouth shut and remember that you were Desiree Passion. Maybe you should have gotten her a name tag. And the first time somebody calls your name, what do? You stand up. Here I am. How dumb can you get?
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't talk if I were you.
Well, at least I got to keep my horse. What happened to your rock star?
Do you think Billy Gunn's given up on me?
You? The girl who lets her mother drag her off like some child.
Yeah, I guess I didn't look too cool.
True.
Do you think he'll call me?
You know how it is with rock stars like Billy. I'm sure he's just on to the next flavor of the week. I have a feeling his next flavor is going to be a Rutledge float.
Sydney?
After you flashed out, Billy Gunn set his sights on Sydney-O. Just because he wouldn't look at you, no matter how hard you tried. Well, maybe just a little. A little? You and Sandy were all over him.
I don't believe this.
Yeah, well, he made Sandy move just so you could sit there. Was it his fault he couldn't stand drool?
You guys call yourselves friends? You know, I'd rather be locked up here alone.
Wow, Doc looks kind of empty without the sub. You know, your papa's been gone a long time. I mean, it must be some trip.
It's only been a couple of days.
Hey, Cal, you ever wonder if he's just 30 yards offshore, hiding?
Why would he be doing that?
Well, who knows? You know, subs were first invented so people could remain unseen.
You really think everybody has something to hide, don't you?
Well, they do.
So what about you, Barrick?
Would you ever wonder if I was the exception to the rule? What you see is what you get. There's no surprises.
Except what's in your pocket.
Ooh, this.
What are those?
Rocks, I collect them. Come on, check them out. No emeralds, though, sorry.
They're warm.
Eric, did you get these at the explosion site?
You got that right, Bub. Nice, aren't they? Look at that. Very unusual shapes.
I guess you're also a rock lover, too.
You should make that amateur geologist. Young James knows all about it.
I do?
Ouch!